Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to L&L Honeycomb Homestead. Sorry I've been MIA. There's been a lot going on. It was a lot of rain and a lot of vegetables popping up. So stay tuned so I can show you what I'm getting ready to get into today. Honeybees, I decided I wanted to show you some of the things that popped up and then some of the things I'm getting ready to put down. So right here I stopped at the strawberries because I wanted to show you that I do have some strawberries peeping, as you can see right here. And so excited. But I'm going to show you the other strawberries here in a few seconds. So I do have some onions, as y'all know, and the arugula is taking off, and there's one there. And I also had put in some beets, and they're showing as well. And that's the onions, and then we have onions back over this way as well. And here are the spinaches that are trying to show, and carrots and beets. So I just wanted to show you that in here in this bed. And the temperatures are going to be great this whole week. I have a couple of days with some more rain, so that's the reason why I'm coming on out here, so I can get a good look at everything coming up and see what I'm up against. And I thought about also taking some of these cups off, some of these vegetables. They have really grown, and so I can use those cups elsewhere in the garden. And up over here, the same thing. I had put in some chives in here, and I have a squash plant that I am going to let breathe a little bit and put this tool back over it. So I thought about that, just like this. So there's a lot of vegetables that I do have growing, and I just want them to be able to get a little bit of the naked air from the cups that I got over them. The oregano is doing fine. I do have some more spinach and carrots and arugula growing in this bed, and everything is looking good. My carrots are also sprouting, as you can see, so I'm happy about that. And with all that rain, I also have cilantro right here. All that rain, when I had my scrap lettuce that was right here, if y'all remember back, I went on and pulled them up because they got really soggy. I mean, it was a lot of rain, but it did help the rest of these lettuce plants here in this bed. So I can put some more in. That's no problem. But overall, that rain kind of jumped them up too. And it made the thyme really pretty and green. And the sage as well. The collard greens, they're looking good too. They are germinating and looking good over here. You know Elle loves his collard greens. So they're looking good too. So that's what's going on over here in these beds. So I will be over here trying to get them in order. And so I was telling you about the strawberries. Okay, here's some strawberries they're trying to grow. And I'm very pleased. This is my first set of strawberries for the year. And I'm very excited. As you can see, raspy. The winds and everything was just rough. But I'm going to pick her back up and set her back up on this frame right here. The wind just blew her completely over this way. But overall, this whole part of the garden over here looks wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to show you what else has sprouted. So right in here, I know y'all remember me putting some dill, and they're all starting to germinate in this pot. So the sun is always right here, and so I will be removing this dill from this location because I want to have it where it's kind of partial shade and sun. So, or I just leave it there, and then after it has so much sun during the day, I'll take it and put it where it's a little shaded, so that way it won't bolt and go to seed, because it's a cool plant. I got little sprouts coming here from the bell pepper. You won't be able to see it, it's just real small, but they're doing pretty good as far as in these grow bags and everything. So I'm very pleased about that. We have some squash that has germinated as well, as you can see right in here, the squash. And then over here, the same thing, some squash. And then as we move on, you can see where the green beans are sprouting up. They're slowly trying to come up in every little location. And over here as well, the green beans. Got some more germinating there. And they doing pretty good over here too. Real good. And then over here, there was a lot of that I put in, and they're growing well. And then in the tires, I have put in more corn, but the ones that are in the middle, that's got the cups over them, I will be removing these cups because they have already touched the top, and I don't want to interfere with their growth. So I'm going to take the tops off the corn, and I'm thinking about putting some tulle on over these beds to still protect them. But I'm going to take the tops, the cups or whatever, up off the tires, off the plant and the tires. Okay. Then over here, I have put in some cucumbers, as you can see, and they have germinated, the cucumbers. I didn't put a whole lot in this bed because I did a lot last year, but I'd have, as you can hear, the chickens are laying their eggs over there this morning. But I had put some cucumbers in, not a whole lot, but I put some in there. And as we go on down, the green beans, they're doing good as well. They done shot up from this rain too. A little bit taller than what they were when I first put them in. They look really good. They look real good. And as I'm going around, as you can see, I'm going to be working on this today. Remember I was telling you about the little grass or whatever is coming up? I want to be able to get this smoothed out so that way you can actually see the kale and the, cauliflower. And I got some cabbage that's sitting off in here, and there's some onions in between each one of these rows. So I'll be taking those cups up off the cabbage as well too, so you can see how much they've grown over here in this area. But I'm going to be working on getting this excess grass up out of here, so that way the vegetables can thrive. And then over here I have in my bottles my tomatoes and peppers and things like that. But from here all the way down, except for these containers right here, but all the way down to this end right here where you see this tag, I had put in some more corn all the way down. So I will be having some corn growing here. And I will be fluffing up this and getting this cleared up again, because this rain kind of drowned everything out. And I'm getting ready to plant some more things in over here. My bell peppers, tomatoes, and everything has really shot off in there from all this rain. And so I'm going to take a few things out and go ahead and put it in this bed here and get them going. The peas are doing wonderful. And also the turnip tops, they're doing good too. So the turnip tops are along this frame of these bricks, cinder blocks, and then the peas are doing good. And then I also had put some more in, and they're starting to sprout as well. Right in here, they're doing wonderful. And then as we go on down, the peas, the beans, these are the yellow wax beans, and they too are doing really good. I also will be taking the cups off of these cabbage plants here and see how they thrive. Like I had told you before, I had planted a lot of cabbage and cauliflower, so there's certain areas that I have these vegetables, and I wanted to see how they did inside the cinder blocks. I just wanted to do a little experimentation on all those as well. So that's what's going on with that. And I will be planting my squash out here today. I'm going to be putting those in. I'll take you with me so I can do that. And I will be putting in some rosemary right here, if not on the porch. So you're going to be seeing me do some work today. And then over here, I'm going to cut these tabs off, and I'm going to put some of this straw hay inside these containers right here, these pots, where the potatoes are. So they are really thriving too. I had a lot of potatoes, so they're looking good too. So I will be putting some more straw hay inside here. So as you can see, if you can remember, I put in some squash in here, and I have one that's germinating a little bit. And so I'll be keeping watch of this and see how it does over here as far as the squash. And then over in the grow bag station, the wind done caught this, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But I have my cauliflower and my cabbage growing really good in these bags over here, and I'm gonna do the same over here. I'm gonna take these cups up off of this so that way they can get some air as well. But I'm really debating on that, and I'm just pretty much gonna wait on it for a minute. I'm gonna see. But the arugula is doing well too over there, so yeah, we're working on that. The girls are doing fine. I'm very happy that they're doing well. And they really have been waiting for the rain to be over with, just like I have too. So now that you've seen everything that's been coming up, I'm getting ready to get my supplies, and it's not hot. It's kind of cool, but it will be hot today. It's going to be 80 degrees, and I'm so excited about that because I can't deal with this cold. Y'all already know that. And our last frost date was on the 11th, and so that's why I'm getting some of the stuff out, and there's no cold in the weather forecast, and I'm gonna have me some sacrificial, if I'm saying that right, sacrificial. You already know who it is. Don't be laughing. Don't be laughing. Some sacrificial plants out here and get them started and see how they do with this weather before I just take everything out there. Still want to be safe than sorry. But yeah, so I'm going to get all the supplies, some more seeds, and I'm going to be putting some more stuff out here because it is now, I call official spring, because the other spring, hail and everything else, I can't call that spring. So I call it now officially spring. So let's go ahead and get on out here and start sprinkling and putting some more stuff out here for this beautiful spring garden. Okay, family, so right now I'm getting ready to put in some eggplants. I'm going to have these behind one of the beds that I have not planted anything out, and it's that time to go ahead and get these on out. So I'm going to just do a few eggplants just to see if anything sprout well. And so I'm making my little holes now and everything, so that way I can go ahead and plant some of these seeds and get them running and see how everything turns out. So I'm going to do probably about maybe 3 eggplant seeds, and then I'm also going to be putting in some okra because it is time for some okra, and get them on in the cinder blocks as well too, because girl knows she would love to have some okra, pickled, fried, and boiled. I love me some okra. Who else in the comments love okra? So yeah, okra. So let me know what you think about okra down in the comments. Talk to me. Talk to me. So I've got my holes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do about 4 eggplants, and see how they turn out. And then I'm gonna go to another thing of vegetables. So here's 1, okay, 2, and then we're gonna do another one. It's 3, and 1 more to make that 4. Make sure y'all label all your stuff when you put out. And right now, that was all the seeds. And I'm gonna lay this in here so that way I can come back and put my tags in so I know what I had put in here. So I think I'm gonna put it on the end so that way I know where it ended at. So that's 4. So I'm gonna put my eggplant there. That way I know what, how many I've got when I count back. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more of the seeds out. Okay, y'all, so got some rosemary seeds. This is a perennial, and I don't mind it being right here. So I want to put some, put that over here with the pak choi. Pak choi and rosemary, they grow very well together, but they'll be in separate beds, but it will be helpful for the growth of the pak choi. So, and it also will keep uh, certain uh, insects and different little things away, because the smell of rosemary will deter a whole lot of those type bugs. So I'm going to sprinkle here some rosemary, and so that way we can have us some rosemary growing. And that's what I want to do right here in the center of this bed here. So I'm going to put some of the rosemary in here. And yeah, I think that would be good. So I'm going to go ahead and slightly cover this up so we can get some rosemary started out here. Because there's nothing like having a nice dish with some rosemary. So we got the rosemary put in, and now we're going to work our way to the next vegetable. Okay, family, as you can see, I do have some okra here. It's that time for that okra. So I am going to put my okra in the cinder blocks as well. I've got 4 spaces for my okra, and that's what I'm going to put in each one of these spaces, and see how it turns out over here in this area. And I'll probably put some more somewhere else, but I'm gonna have a good start here. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover that up, and that way I can get started with those. And I'm gonna sit my seed packet on the very end. That way I know where I ended when I was peeling these okra seeds. So I got my okra, and I got my eggplant, and I got my rosemary put in. And so I'm gonna start working on trying to get this hay and these potatoes, and get them healed up really good. And then I'm also gonna work on putting some peppers out and use those as my sacrificial peppers, and see how it turns out when I put a few of them out in the ground. And then I'm going to leave some inside the container, and I'm also going to put in a couple of tomato plants as well, and see how they turn out too, and let that work about a day or so before I put the rest of them out. So let's get to that. Okay, family, so I'm over here with the peas and the peppers and the onions, and I'm going to put in some hot peppers, some poblano peppers I got in here, and I'm going to use these 2 to put in for my sacrificial. I do have more, but I'm just taking things slowly because I do not want to lose anything, because this weather is funky, y'all. One minute, like I said, it's beautiful, and the next minute it is raining or it's hailing. Y'all seen it. I've been bringing it to you. So just to be on the safe side, this is April, true enough. The weather is beautiful for the rest of the week, but we don't know, because it can change in between that time. Even though my last frost date was in the 11th, okay? So it's past that. So that's why I'm taking things and bringing them out there here slowly, planting more seeds out slowly, and just still trying to produce food, okay? So I already made my name tags, as you can see. If you don't have any and you don't have the funds at the moment, if you got some blinds that are broken, look, they make great tags, okay? You ain't got to go out there and spend a whole lot of money. These work. They really do. They work. Blinds. Broken blinds. Don't use no brand new blinds. Get some broken ones that some of your kids or your dog or cat done tore up, and use these tags. So I fluffed up the soil again, okay, and got it good and fluffy. The soil looks great, and it's already been amended and everything like that. Like I said, it's been raining, and the ground is warm. It's not muddy, and so we're going to go ahead and take 2 of these poblano peppers and go ahead and put them in. So I'm going to show you that I'm going to do that, show you what these look like on the inside of this container. And yeah, I think I'm not missing anything. I don't think so. But if I am, I'll let you know while I'm doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these in right now. So you can see here that I have already fluffed up the soil and everything Getting ready to open up my container, put my poblano peppers in here, and go ahead and take the container, the tape off of it, and then go ahead and put some of these peppers on in. As you can see, these are what the peppers are looking like. They look really pretty. They've been out here thriving out there in this weather. It looks really good. They're really healthy. And so we're gonna go ahead and get that in the ground so we can have some peppers growing. I do have some cages, as you can see. There's some cages to put over this, so they won't be sitting up here, you know, trying to figure out, trying to be by themselves out here for everything and anything to pull them up. So we're gonna protect them as well. So I'm gonna put the peppers in. And get this ground, get this stuff on up out of here. The roots are looking great, and I'll show you that here in a second. Get some of this soil in here. The roots, they're looking good. I don't know if you can see it because the sun is bright, but I'm getting ready to put that in. Put them on in here. This is the poblano pepper. Putting them in. Okay. Make sure I put the tag on that so I won't forget. Right in here. So I know. And I'm gonna have another one right there beside it. And I'm gonna put my peppers right along the ledge right here. I might end up just taking all the hot peppers and go along the ledge. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one in so that way you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And then that way on the opposite side, I'll have my bell peppers. So that way the bell peppers are growing over here. They'll be going along this way. And then down here on the edge right here, I'll have my hot peppers like that. So that's the first one. And I'm really excited. So grow, baby, grow. And so this is what it looks like. This is the hot pepper. This is the hot pepper. And I'll be going down, straight down the perimeter with hot peppers, and then come back this way and have hot peppers the same way. And then right above it, I'll have my bell peppers, just like it will be aligned with these bell peppers as well, going down this way. So I hope that makes sense to you. I'm getting ready to put the cage over it, and that way you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so as you can see, I got the cages right next to each other, but they're inside each burrow as far as the peppers. So that's how it will look, and it will be lined along the ledge here with the other peppers, and then the bell peppers will be on the opposite side of them. So those are my sacrificials, and we're gonna see how that goes before I put anything else in these beds, anything else. Okay, so now I'm gonna work on the potatoes. Okay, family, so as you all can see, I got my hay here, or straw, and I'm getting ready to put this in where my potatoes are, so that way they can always stay covered up, and as they're being covered, they will be growing above them, and I'm just gonna continue on doing that until it's time for harvest. So, yeah, I'm getting ready to dump them over into this terracotta pot, all 3 of them, and we're gonna work our way on down. So let's go ahead and get this started right now. As you can see, we got them good and healed up. And I will continue this process until it's time to harvest. Now, as you can see, I went on and covered up that green, but believe me, they will sprout up as it's growing. It's gonna shoot up through them straw or hay, whatever it is. It's gonna shoot up, and I'm gonna just continue to keep throwing this hay and this straw, whatever it is, inside these containers right here. So that's what that looks like. So I completed that. So as y'all know, while we have been doing this video and we've been talking about how this rain been making a mess of things like mud and stuff like that in the walkways, trying to get through and losing balance and all that stuff like that. Well, our package came in while it was raining. Yes, so we couldn't get out here and lay that thing down. So sometime this week we'll be laying that down and everything, and trying to get it organized out here before everything starts shooting off real good. And y'all will be able to see what the weed fabric is looking like in the garden space. Okay, and so I'm glad I was able to get this stuff right here done, and now I can just focus on trying to get these burrows up that I'm going to be having my seedlings in, and clean out that bed that I said where all that grass was trying to grow, trying to get that up as well, so that way the vegetables can kind of be free from all that, so it won't be getting drowned by that grass, because you know it can't get drowned and weeds can drown it out. So we're going to try to eliminate that before it becomes a hassle for me to not be able to do it. So while it's small like that, I'm going to go ahead and get that taken care of, and I'll probably end up putting some straw in between there as well too, to eliminate that grass coming up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe to our channel, y'all, and look, y'all have yourself a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.